Yeah. So please, good evening, Mr. Derek. The link to the platform has been shared. You can join us wherever you are. You can join us. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. In the comment section, you can write if you can hear me vividly. Hello. Yeah, please, can you hear me? Those of you watching, hello. Yes, so please, if you want to join, use the link to join. Okay. If you want to be interviewed, use the link to join. Okay. I've added a link to the platform, the comment section. You can look at that, click and join. Okay. Yeah, so please, how many of you are coming? Let me know if you are interested in interviewing practice or if you want to be practice. Um, Hello. Hello. Yeah, so if you want to be interviewed, let me know. Use the link here to join and be interviewed. Okay. Yeah, Derek, Mr. Derek, are you able to join? Yeah, hello. Nobody's coming on board. What's wrong today? I see people, 5 people here. Please, if you want to be interviewed, you have the link. If you want to practice, I'm posting the link once again. So you have to click on the link in order to join. So let me know if you're ready today. or all my people are asleep? Um, what is happening at your end, Derek? Let me know. Is it like you are not able to connect? What is happening? Okay, so maybe in the next 5 to 10 minutes, if I don't get anyone, then I'm going to close the section because nobody is ready. Let me know where you are swimming from if you're having difficulty in joining. What is happening? You guys are on the backstage. What is happening? Can someone tell me? Is it like you joined and you're on the backstage or something? Try to use this link again. Let's see. Gifty, you said something, I'm not getting you. I don't know. Or do you want to say I don't know? Okay, maybe there's a problem. Let me see. Leave studio. Okay, can you hear me? Hello, Mr. Derek. You have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, hello.
Can you hear me? Yeah, Mr. Okay. Hello, Derek.
Charlie,
Yeah, so those of you watching on YouTube now,
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah. Please, can you hear me?
hello, Derek.
Yeah. Hello. Good evening.
Okay, okay. Yeah, how are you?
Oh my God. Hello. Good evening.
Yeah, how are you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, just a moment. I'll check my microphone.
Hello.
Yes, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah. I think my network is. I'm doing good. Yourself?
Okay. I'm also fine. Try to fix your network and let's see.
Yeah. I can.
Okay.
Hey.
Can you hear me? Hello? Okay. Hollins. Please give me 1 minute. Yeah, please, can you hear me? Samuel, Mr. Samuel. Hello? Mr. Samuel. Mr. John. Yeah, yeah, I will come. Thank you. Mr. Samuel. No, not you. Hello, Mr. John.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing very fine, sir.
Okay, so please put your okay, John. Now, okay, John, I have your yeah. So if you join and you want to be interviewed, put your information there so that once I pick you, it will be easy for me. So please tell me where you are going to.
I'm going to Clark University, Worcester, Massachusetts, for a company-sponsored master's degree program in business analytics with concentration in finance. Now, this program will provide me advanced knowledge in statistical management and, of course, analytical programming that will help me build a predictive model that addresses the challenges I face in my current role, and that is optimization of our database and also a fraud detection system that is going to help us uphold our license with SEC.
What are you currently doing?
I currently work as an analyst and as a lead marketing executive at Ethos Capital Group. I use technical tools like SQL, Power BI, and Microsoft Excel to get insights from data to make business-driven decisions.
What did you study in your previous degree?
My undergraduates, I had a bachelor's in agriculture, but towards my final year project, I took up a data project that solved farmers' problem, and this has ignited my no, my this has ignited my interest in data science. That after my undergraduate, I took up certification courses that built me in this career. And now my employer has seen it as a big investment to send me to get this degree at Clark University so that we can use this knowledge in our expansion across Africa.
Okay, so a little bit add up. What we said at that time was that you have to say you had BSc, Bachelor of Science in Agric, with concentration in maybe agri agronomy. Is that what they do?
No, I said was agribusiness.
Okay, with agribusiness.
Yeah.
In your last semester, you took a project in this, which ignited your interest in data analytics, and hence you have been working as a in that role. Okay, so you need to spell that clearly.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
And why is your company deciding to sponsor you specifically?
So I didn't get the question. Your network was
Why is
breaking.
your company deciding to sponsor you specifically?
Okay, my company recognized my contribution and also the pivotal role I played during our launch in Nigeria. I single-handedly brought about 3,000 active clients from radio and online campaigns, which give us over 300,000 US dollars on our first arrival in Nigeria, which is over 30% of our revenue. And they are seeing this as an investment that as we are looking to expand across Africa, I will go and take this advanced skill. And upon my arrival back to Ethos Capital Group in Nigeria, all this knowledge will be used in our expansion phase.
Um, has your company sponsored anyone before?
Yes, my current supervisor was sponsored to the United States and is back to our company working. And some other people were sponsored to business schools in London and they're also back in the company.
Um, what's the cost of your attendance?
The cost of my attendance is 57,235 US dollars. I got a merit-based dean scholarship that covers 25% of my tuition. From my personal fund, I made a deposit upon getting my I-20. The rest of my tuition and my living expenses is going to be covered by my employee that has recognized my contribution, especially towards our arrival in Africa.
Do you have any document to prove that?
Here you go, officer. These are the documents that binds me legally to this, and also a study leave
So
document
what will
that
you be doing after this program?
upon taking advantage of this course and learning this analytical and statistical skill, I'm going to be using this knowledge to build a predictive model that is going to help me automate our data processing system with artificial intelligence and machine learning. Also, my specialization in financial analysis gives me the designation of a chartered financial analyst, which is highly in demand in my home country, Nigeria, and place me among the top financial experts in the country.
So what will you or do you intend to work outside um, or no? Do you intend to work whilst you're in the United States?
Not at all, officer. My company need me to focus so much. I want to focus so much on this program and thereby utilizing all the fund that has been given to me by my company so that I can be focused on the course, sir.
Um, how long is your program?
This is a 2 years degree master's program.
And do you intend to, I mean, do you do you know about the CPT and then OPT?
Yes, officer, I understand the meaning of CPT and OPT as how students get to work during their stay on campus. But I have a role to come and resume immediately after my course, or immediately after this study. I have to resume back to my company immediately. And I can't also take up a CTP as I have to be solely focused on this study as I know the importance in my field.
Okay. How many schools did you apply?
I applied to three universities: Drexel University, Wayne State University, and Clark University. I chose Clark University specifically because my supervisor, which was previously sponsored, recommended Clark, and most importantly, I saw a unique thing about Clark that the concentration in financial analysis gives and offers a designation of a chartered financial analyst, which is a very rare criteria.
Um, how many? Um, yeah. So, like, where will you be staying in the United States?
Uh, Officer, during the orientation, I was told and I was lectured on how to get on-campus accommodation, which I'm already taking advantage of by filing up to stay on campus throughout my studies in the United States.
And where will be your final destination when you leave Nigeria?
Sorry, officer.
What will be your final destination once you leave Nigeria?
When I leave Nigeria, I'm going straight to the campus as I will be securing my accommodation before leaving
Tell me
Nigeria.
about your university.
Okay, Clark University is the first all graduate school in the United States, and also Clark University mascot is a Koga, and the motto of Clark University is challenge the convention and change the world. The mission is to think differently and make the world a better place.
And can you walk me through your application process?
Okay, uh, upon my identification of this business school, I fill in the application through the website, submitting my CV, my transcript, and also writing a complete statement of purpose. And with that, I was accepted, and I was told that I meet up to the requirement for the Dean merit based scholarship, of which I applied for, and I was offered the scholarship for this degree.
Okay. Yeah, so congratulations. Your visa is approved.
Amen. Thank you, sir.
So you need to, it's like the confidence is a little bit low, so you need to work on it. Yeah, you need to work on it. Yeah. Is it, when is it? Next week,
This Friday, sir.
this Friday. So be be more um, attentive to the flow. You need to flow without breaks because they look at that one as confidence. Okay, so work
Okay,
on
sir.
that. Yeah, I think
Thank,
you should be okay. Yeah,
thank you, sir.
yeah, you're welcome. Have a nice evening.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So I'll put you back up, and then maybe you can still follow us because some people also want to join.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Um, I have um, okay. So I'll be putting the, what do you call it? The people as those who have joined, like in order of those who put their information. So I'll pick Mr. Sabrila. How are you, senior?
I'm fine, sir, and you?
I'm also doing well. Tell me where you are going to.
I'm going to the University of Arizona to study a 2 years master's degree in French language and literature with a concentration in French curriculum development. This program will equip me with advanced skills in French curriculum development as well as instructional development skills. Upon completion, I'll come back to Ghana to use this. After completion, I'll be coming back to Ghana to take a role at the Ministry of Education, where I'll be developing French curriculum. Oh,
So
my Latin is up.
Ghana Education Service is okay. That Ministry of Education.
Okay, Ghana Education Service. Okay. So after
So
completion, I'll be coming back to take a senior role at Ghana Education Service, where I will help the development of French curriculum.
okay. Um, how are you going to sponsor yourself?
I've gotten a teaching assistantship of $59,707, which will take care of my fees and tuition, my health insurance, and part of my living expenses. I've been working for the past 7 years and I've saved a lot. I've saved enough to take care of my deficit.
Tell me about your program.
My program is a 2 years master's with a concentration on French curriculum developments. And I will also be teaching intermediate French to the undergrad students through the supervision of Delale Dupuy. I will also be joining the French club on campus that will help me to polish my French through conversation. And I'm also entitled.
I beg, don't go and say that. You are a French teacher. You are not going to polish what French. Don't say that. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So the last 6 months of my studies, I'll be going for animation program in France, that's Paris.
Yeah, and those things are not that important. Yeah, so yeah, you don't have to say that you'll be going to France or something like that. Okay.
Okay.
So, how long are you going to be in the United States?
I'm going to be in the United States for 2 years. That's the duration of the program. And upon completion, I'm coming back to join my family in Ghana. Yeah. I'm currently married to Siri Madeleine Billiard. She's the headmistress of Nantong Senior School, and she earns enough, and she will take care of my family while I'm staying in the United States, please.
Have you traveled outside Ghana before?
No, please. This is my first opportunity to travel out of Ghana.
So you have not traveled outside Ghana?
No, please.
Hey, were you not the one that we talk about Burkina Faso and those things? You've not traveled to Burkina Faso?
It is not on my what you call DS1 system. I didn't say that I traveled. So that's why I don't want to complicate myself.
Okay.
It's not stated on my DS1 system.
How many schools did you apply?
I applied to 2 schools. That's University of Cincinnati, University of Arizona. But I've chosen to study at the University of Arizona because of its strong program in French language and literature. And one of its concentration, that is French curriculum development, aligns perfectly to my career ambition. I'm also excited to work under Prof. Delali Dupuy, who is an expert in French curriculum development and should help me get the needed skills. And upon completion, I'll come back to Ghana to take a senior role at the Ghana Education Service, where I will help in the development of French curriculum that will fit our Ghanaian education system.
Why do you want to study this program?
Yeah, I've been taking this subject for the past 7 years now, and I've realized that most Ghanaians don't have
subject? What subject? Don't say this subject. What subject?
Okay. I've been teaching the French language for the past 7 years now, and I've realized that most Ghanaians don't have interest in this subject. Meanwhile, we have been surrounded by francophone countries, and we need to communicate with them in order to foster our economic activities. So I've realized that it is much important for me to go to the University of Arizona to learn how to develop curriculum. And after completion, when I come back, I will help to develop French curriculum for this subject to be taught, or for this subject to promote the interest of the Ghanaians in this subject.
Okay. So, tell me what your previous studies, your qualification.
Yes, I did a bachelor degree in education.
You did. How did you did it?
I had a bachelor degree in education.
So I'm
with
just
the concentration.
I'm helping all of us, right? So those of us,
yes, please.
I mean, in our language we call a direct translation. It's correct, right? it's correct
Yes.
to say I did, but in the English, it's not the correct. And those of you who are doing language should even help us more so that you correct us. Okay. So, what's your previous qualification, or what's your qualification?
Yeah, I hold a bachelor degree in French. Sorry, I hold a bachelor degree in education with French, with teaching French as a second language from the University of Cape.
Okay. Yeah. Um, why did you choose this university?
Hello?
Why did you choose this
Can you hear me?
university?
Hello?
Yeah. Why did you choose this university?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you. Why did you choose this university?
Uh-huh. I've chosen the University of Arizona because of its strong program in French language and literature. And one of its concentration aligns perfectly to my career ambition. I'm also excited to work under Prof. Delale Dupuy, who is an expert in the development of French curriculum. She will help me gain advanced skills in the development of French curriculum as well as instructional design skills. And upon completion, I'll come back to Ghana to use these skills to develop a French curriculum
Okay.
to be used.
Yeah. Tell me about University of Arizona.
University of Arizona is a public land-grant university located in Tucson, Arizona. It was established on 12 March 1885 and was the first university to be established in the territory of Arizona. Cyrus Garlema is the current president of Arizona. He is also the 23rd president of the school. The school has a Block A as its logo, and the Wildcats, Ulbeck and Wilma, are the mascot of the University of Arizona. The motto of this university is Salsa, which is a Latin word and means upwards in French. It means upwards in English. This motto encourages all the students as well as the staff of Arizona to reach greater heights in their life, regardless of the obstacles they face in life.
Okay. And then why did you want to, um, why did you choose this university?
Yes, officer, I've chosen this university because of uh, its strong program in French language and literature. And it has a concentration that aligns perfectly with my career ambition, that is developing French as a developing French curriculum for Anglophone countries. And
Okay.
I'll also be working.
Okay. Thank you so much for your responses. I think it's okay. Continue building your confidence. That's the most important thing. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes, sir.
continue building your confidence. Yeah. So those of you here, you have been with us for several days. I'm posting my Facebook platform. There's the page for study destination. I want you guys to go there, go and follow the Facebook page. I've posted it. Whilst you wait to be called, um, go and follow. Just a click and then follow us, and then share the live. The live is there. Share. When you share, I will know that you have shared. Okay, because it's my page. I will know if you are really loyal to us. Go and do that. Okay, thank you so much,
Please, sir,
Mr.
sir, some of it
Yeah.
don't use Facebook. What can we share it on WhatsApp and the rest? Me, I don't use Facebook. So what do you do to help?
Okay, yeah, you can. You can. If you don't use
Okay,
Facebook,
okay,
yeah, no problem. But if you use
okay,
Facebook, um, let me know. Okay, thank you so much.
okay.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you,
you
sir.
for coming. Yeah. When is your date next week?
Yes, please.
Okay,
First July.
1st July. Okay, that'll be next week, Monday,
No, Tuesday, please.
Tuesday. Okay, yeah. So the days are getting closer, but what we will do from this henceforth is, I think people are getting tired. people have done a lot of training. So I've done a lot with you guys. So what I'm going to do is maybe give you maybe every 2 days. We'll do the meeting every 2 days. So what I'm planning is we'll do it Sunday, Monday, and then we'll do on Wednesday and then Friday. No, let's do it this way. Um, why not on Monday? Okay, Sunday, Monday, Wednesdays, and then Fridays. Okay, so we have 4 times in a week, 4 days in a week. That would be great. Okay, thank you. So let's take note. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
thank you. So the next person in the who has commented with details. So if you come on, yeah, if you are watching us on Facebook, there are so many people in the room. We can pick maximum of 10. So please just relax as we pick the others. You can also come in. If you are done here, you can go back to Facebook and go and watch us so that others can also come. So the next person I'll pick is Gifty. Okay. And then, okay, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, Olins, you were here, it's true, but you didn't put your information there. So put your information so that I can pick you. Okay. So, Mr. Derek, also put your information there that I'll pick you. So put your information in the chat. Okay. So Mrs. Gifty, how are you?
Please, I'm doing well. Thank
Okay.
you for asking.
Yeah. Let me know where you are going to.
So I'm going to Eastern New Mexico University, located in Portos in New Mexico, to pursue a fully funded 2 years Master of Science in Chemistry with a concentration in organic synthesis and medicinal chemistry, where my research will focus on using organic synthesis to produce an anti-cancer drugs. And my research supervisor is Dr. Yan. This will involve extracting metabolites from medicinal plants, which is potent to cure cancer cells, specifically Moringa oleifera and Azadirachta indica. I'll be doing the characterization of this metabolite, which will enable me to acquire the drug synthesis skills, the research skills, and the analytical skills, which will enable me to return to Ghana to take up
But you are
a
taking it too
career.
slow. It's too slow. If you go and speak slow like that, they will override you. How long is your program?
My program is a 2 years program, and I'll be taking 4 semesters in all. My first 3 semesters will be for coursework, where I'll be taking courses like analytical chemistry, physical chemistry, organic chemistry, and laboratory works. And then my last semester will be focused mainly on my research, where I will delve deeper into extracting
So your
metabolites.
at 3 semesters coursework and laboratory work, but the last one will be only laboratory work, right? Research work.
uh, Research work.
So
Okay.
if you go and say you are going to do only coursework and you're going to learn all these things with only coursework, it doesn't sound good.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So tell me how you're going to fund yourself.
Okay, so I have secured women in STEM scholarship.
I've
That is
asked
what.
all of you here not to be using okay, so it's not a powerful way of starting a sentence, a convincing sentence, or winning an argument.
So I have secured women in STEM scholarship, which is worth 30,000, and this is going to cover my full cost of attendance and a round trip from Ghana to New Mexico. I secured this scholarship by submitting my detailed CV, which highlights my strong community engagement, my academic transcript of an FGP of 3.5, my strong professional background as a chemistry teacher for the past 3 years, and it also highlights my my volunteer where I double as a campus coordinator, where I've mentored and empowered about 300 young women that are currently
How
in the
many schools
private.
did you apply?
I applied to three schools: Michigan Tech, Lewis University, and Eastern New Mexico University. But I chose Eastern New Mexico University because of the research focus. I had started this research during my undergraduate, but I was not able to finish with the characterization of the metabolite. So the school laboratory, Dr. Yan has this well equipped Pfizer lab that will help me to do the synthesization of this metabolite and the characterization, then come out with a drug which is potent to cure these cancer cells and tumors,
How
specifically
long
cervical
how
cancer.
how long have you been teaching?
I've been teaching for the past 3 years, where my roles include teaching chemistry subject to science students. I also train national science and math quiz. I'm also the female coach, the soccer coach for the female soccer team. Yeah.
And who applied for this program for you?
I did application myself. I came across this school because the school has an exchange program with the University of Ghana Department of Chemistry. So after that, after completion, I researched about the school and I realized that the curriculum aligns perfectly with my career goals and the research focus. So I submitted my application, paid the application fee of $50, and then in 2 weeks' time, I was given the admission.
And tell me about your scholarship.
Okay, so Women in STEM
Hey,
Scholarship.
okay, so please, it's not funny. You guys should be very attentive to the simple things. Every word that you start with is powerful. Okay, so be careful. I said something before, so but you cannot just start so. So it's not a strong way of winning argument.
So, my God, have mercy. This scholarship is called a Women in STEM Scholarship. It is given to encourage younger women to pursue career, higher education in STEM related programs. For about out of 30 young women that applied for this scholarship, I qualified among the first three that earned the scholarship. This was due to my strong community engagement, my academic and professional background, as I also double as a comfort coordinator, who has mentored about 300 young women currently in notable institutions. So I earned this recognition and then I had this scholarship.
How many no, how much is this scholarship worth?
The scholarship is 30,000, which is going to cover my full cost of attendance, which is 19,893.
And what's your plan after school?
As a chemistry teacher, I've seen the need to advance my career. So this program will equip me with the research skills, the drug synthesis skills, and then analytical skills. It will also equip me with the pedagogical skills,
So
which will
what
enable
are
me
your
to
plans
return,
after school? Do you
to
understand?
enable me
So
to.
all these things you are saying, the person might bring a new question and then consider that you have not answered this question.
Okay, okay. So this will help me to advance my career, to teach chemistry, to become a junior chemistry lecturer at the University of Ghana. It will also help me to come out with the drug production of cancer, anti-cancer drug production, which will enable me to collaborate with the Gucci Memorial Institute to produce these anti-cancer drugs on a large scale to serve people from the low-income home. It will also help me to gain the global recognition and the international experience that will aid me in establishing my own STEM school, which I aim to establish to encourage women to pursue STEM related courses. It will
Okay.
also enable it
And
will
what was your previous research? Can you tell me?
Yes. So during my undergraduate, I started this research where we using organic synthesis to produce these drugs. I was able to finish with the bioacid and bioactivity, but I could not complete with the characterization, which has made me see the need to further to finish with the
Why do you want to
characterization.
study in the United States?
So in the United States, specifically New Mexico University, had the advanced laboratory equipment which is not readily available in my country. This will enable me to finish the research I started in my country but could not finish due to lack of modern analytical instrumentations such as high resolution NMR, which are needed for the characterization of this metabolite. That is the reason why I chose the US instead of my home country.
Okay. Your visa will be approved.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. So work on the other things we have said and then it should be fine. Build more
Okay.
confidence, talk faster and then loud and clear.
Please, so my interview is next week. This one that you want to do it
Yeah.
Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and if okay, if maybe if this week there you can do it the full week so that next week
The
we
issue
start
is
with
that people don't come on board, right? So if people don't come, and then I also have other things to do. So that's the reason why. But that's not a problem. You are okay. You have done a lot, right?
yes.
Yeah. So I mean, don't worry. It's not the number of times you do. Just work on the little things. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Just be confident with your responses, and then that'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for coming.
Thank you too.
So I'm gonna pick do I have another gifty? Gifty Kuma or Derek. I tried bringing Derek. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, who is here?
Yes.
Gifty?
Yeah.
Gifty Kuma.
Yes, please.
Yes, but your microphone is down. Or is it mine? Are you okay now?
Please, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Tell us where you are going to.
I am going to Harrisburg University of Science and Technology to pursue a 2-year master's in healthcare informatics.
What are you going to?
Can you please come again?
Where are you going to?
So I'm going to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania to to I'm going to Harrisburg,
Hey,
Pennsylvania for
madam, when is your interview?
24.
24th of next month. That's why you are relaxing, eh?
No, no, I'm not realized that like I don't know if you're repeating the question or
Yes, I've repeated it. So, but you have to say it over and over. If repeated several times, you go ahead. Okay.
okay. That was
Mm-hmm.
why.
Okay. So, tell us where you are going to.
So I'm going to Harrisburg University of Science and Technology to pursue a 2-year master's in healthcare informatics on an 85% scholarship which covers my full tuition and also offers stipend.
So, what are you currently doing?
So I work as a nursing
I
officer.
I I say that nobody should use "so" as a starting sentence.
I work as a nursing officer with the Ghana Adventist Health Services. where my responsibilities include managing medical records, coordinating patient care, and also working closely with the clinical team. Over time, I have gained interest on how crucial data and technology is improving patient health outcome and also enhancing patient care delivery systems.
Madam,
So
you
I'll
are
start.
too relaxed. You need to run a little bit faster. You won't get time to flow in this mood.
Okay.
So please hurry up a little bit. Okay, it's really important. Let's go.
So please, the question is,
Yeah, so I asked you what are you currently doing?
I work as a registered nurse with the Ghana Adventist Health Services, where my responsibilities include managing medical records, working closely with the clinical staff, and coordinating patient care. Over time, I have realized how crucial data and technology is improving patient health outcome and also enhancing patient care delivery systems. So this motivated me to pursue healthcare informatics, so to gain the requisite knowledge to design and implement health information systems, analyze data, and support evidence-based decision making.
How many schools did you apply?
I applied to two schools, Northeastern University and Harrisburg University of Science and Technology. However, I chose Harrisburg of University of Science and Technology because the program really emphasizes on real-world application of data analytics and informatics. This will give me the insight to design and implement health information systems, analyze health data, and also support evidence-based decision making. This will help me return to Ghana Adventist Health Services as a well-trained health informatics specialist. So I'll be developing data.
So how much are you taking in your current role?
I earn 4,180 Ghana cedis as a
And
as
upon completion, how will you be ending?
upon completion. I'll be taking an amount of 10,250 Ghana cedis.
So you take saying all those things. So I upon completion I can be taking around 10,000 Ghana cedis as a senior um,
The health informatics specialist.
informatics in my career, so something like that. And will you be working in the United States?
No, please. I'll return to Ghana Adventist Health Services to assume the role of health informatics specialist so that I'll be
How did
able
you
to
get to know about this school?
offer a very focused and thorough online research. I came across higher research in University of Science and Technology, and I realized that the program really emphasizes a real world application of data analysis. So it stood out, and then I applied for the program there.
And tell me how you got this funding.
After admission After gaining my admission from the school, I reached out to the admission lead and then he introduced me to Communicare, which which have a partnership with the school. So he gave me the link to the Communicare. I contacted them and then I had a very rigorous interview and then that is how I got my funding.
That wouldn't be a good story. So what you have to go with is you submitted a very competitive application, which includes your leadership skills and your ambition to become a health informatics in your current role. You were further interviewed by the department head. They were impressed with some of your responses and your ambition, and then recommended you for this funding.
Okay. So my
Oh,
question here is
mhm.
the on the ITC.
Mhm.
The funds from the school is zero, and then HE Community Fund is giving me the scholarship. So
Yes.
that is why,
So they recommended you for that. The department it scales it that so the department recommended you for that scholarship.
so can I say that maybe I didn't have an interview with the community, but I just had
There are a lot of organizations that works with schools and departments, and they donate for to schools and departments. So that is not a problem. So you had an interview with the department head, and they recommended you for this scholarship. Okay. Okay. Hello.
yes,
Yeah. Are you getting me?
yes.
Okay.
So can I come again?
Yeah.
So can you please come again with the question?
Yeah. So tell me how you got this funding.
So I earned this scholarship by submitting a very strong and competitive statement of purpose, a very detailed CV highlighting my experiences as a nurse. I was also interviewed by three faculty members who I met outstanding to get this scholarship.
And I was recommended for this funding.
And then I was recommended for this one.
Okay. Yeah. So um Gifty, the first one I interviewed, I'm told that Dr. Yan's research is nowhere what you are saying. So go for Dr. Quack research. So that is your own duty to go and look at the professors that align with your research. So you can do that. Okay. Yeah. So and then tell me about your plans after school, after the studies.
I, I returned to Ghana Adventist Health Services as a well-trained health informatics specialist, where I will be developing data support systems and also help clinicians in making very good decisions. All this will in turn bring down diagnostic and treatment information misplacement and errors. By doing this, I'll help improve health services in Ghana.
Do you have any plans in working in the United States?
No, I would want to come and unite with my family and also assume the role of a health informatics specialist, also contribute to the data and technology development in my recent or in my current workplace to help Ghana as a whole.
Yeah, that is good, but mostly they start with you are already established. You already have your what do you call it? Work here, all right? So you are coming back to take your position, a senior role. As for your family, and they all know, even your family want to go to the United States, they know. So, but to see that one strong point is, oh, you already have a job here, right? And you want to come back and then continue working here. Tell me about your investing.
Heritage University is a private and non-profitable institution
I think there's a
located.
background noise at your end. Can you excuse yourself a little?
Thank you, I don't think it's on my
Okay, let's go.
Heritage University of Science and Technology is a private and non-profitable institution located in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, along the Susquehanna River. They really focus on STEM education, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. They also have a range of programs and with undergraduate, master's, and PhD level.
So how many schools did you apply?
Please, can you come again?
How many schools did you apply?
I applied to
How many
two.
schools did you apply?
I applied to two schools, Northeastern University and Harrisburg University of Science and Technology. However, I chose Harrisburg University of Science and Technology because the healthcare informatics program really emphasizes on real-world application of data analytics and informatics. This will give me the insight to design and implement health information systems, analyze health data, and support evidence-based decision-making. This will help me return to my home country to assume the role of a health informatics specialist so that I will be able to develop very effective data support systems and also help clinicians in making good decisions. All these in turn bring down diagnostic and treatment information, displacement and errors. I will help improve health services in Ghana.
Okay, I will be approving your visa.
Mm,
Okay. Do you have any questions?
mm,
Mm,
okay. No, it was only about the funding. You have
yeah,
explained that.
yeah. So those of you here, I'm posting the Facebook platform. You need to be lawyer a little bit. Go to the Facebook page. That's our page. Follow and then um, repost our section here so that others can also enjoy. Okay. Thank you, Gifty, Mrs. Gifty, for coming. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Your date is getting closer, right?
Yes, please. And please, how was my performance?
Yeah, it's okay. Only talk faster, and that should be okay. Talk a bit faster. Okay.
Okay.
Mhm. You are welcome. So I will now pick. So please, we have a lot of people here, so don't be in a haste to go. And there are some people they will say, "Oh, I came, you didn't pick." As you know, even if it takes 3 hours, I will take my time and go with you. Okay, but we need to have time for each and every one. So don't be in a haste to go. Okay, don't be in a haste to go. Bear with us. Let's try as much as possible to help each other. Okay, yeah. So, Mr. Francis, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Tell me where you are going to.
I'm going to the University of Nebraska at Omaha. This university is located in the state Nebraska, specifically Omaha, which is the largest city in Omaha. It has an address as 6001 Dodge Street and a pin code, a zip code of 6842. This university is specialized when it comes to geography education.
Okay,
It
so
has an
Mr.
intersection.
Francis, um, over here, where we want you to score more points is tell us about the name of the university in
Okay,
which is in the United States, then the program you are going to do, 2 years.
okay,
If it is fully funded, be quick to bring it, okay, and talk about
okay,
the effect of the program on your career path. So, for example,
okay,
I'm going to the United States to study a 2 year Master of Science in Chemistry with concentration in
okay,
organic synthesis at University
okay,
of Oklahoma. This program will equip me with synthetic approach, research and development, and drug development, where I'll be coming back to my country to take a lead research and development role in a pharmaceutical industry to help
okay,
optimize drug development, drug discovery, to help use more affordable drugs in Ghana, right?
Okay.
So that's how I will go
Okay.
about it. So let's take it from you again and try to see if you can
Okay.
get a
Sure.
very good environment so that I wouldn't be getting H's.
Okay. All right. Let
Mhm.
me.
Okay. So let's go. Please tell us where you are going to.
Okay.
University of Nebraska at Omaha to pursue a 3-year Master of Science in Geography and Environmental Studies, where I will be working closely with the renowned Dr. Bradley Barreshaft, whose area of research in physical and urban geography resonates with that of mine. And I'll be working as a graduate teaching assistant. This particular position complements my current role as a geography
Before
teacher.
your current, listen, we couldn't hear you well, so you could take the
Okay,
question. Mhm.
okay, sure. So I'm going to the University of Nebraska at Omaha to pursue a 3-year Master of Science in Geography and Environmental Studies, where I will be working with the renowned Dr. Bradley Barreshaft, whose area of research in physical and urban geography resonates with that of mine. And I will be working as a graduate teaching assistant, which complements my current role as a geography teacher employed by ABC Senior High School under the Ghana Education Service. This particular program will equip me and give me access to geographical technologies such as GPS, GIS, remote sensing, which are not readily available in my home country. And I believe so much that this particular program will enhance my knowledge and skills and enable me return to Ghana to take up senior position in the geography department, where I will be contributing to national interest in relation to climate change and natural resources. And I believe so much that this particular program will enhance my understanding and skills and enable me to return to Ghana to take up senior position in the geography department.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we lost you. You said you take a position at the geography department, and that was where we heard it.
Okay, so let me take it from there. Where I will return to Ghana to take up a senior position in the geography department where I can enhance classroom learning and improve upon geography education and also contribute to national interest in relation to climate change and natural disaster management, which are topical issues in Ghana, as in the case of the flooding issues in Accra and other parts of Ghana.
Okay. So take note that your program is 2 years. It's 3 years in the lesson. The duration is three
O-
years in the I-20 just to give you some opportune time, but not 3 years. You
Okay,
know, yeah, your program is 3 years. So that's
yeah.
one. So what are you currently doing?
I'm employed geography teacher by the Ghana Education Service, where I teach geography at a senior high school. I assess students' learning. I provide feedback. I train students for their final examination, that is the West African Senior High Certificate Examination.
Um, what's your previous qualification?
I hold a Bachelor of Education in Geography and Economics, and I graduated with a strong GPA of 3.7 on a West evaluation scale.
And why do you want to study in the United States?
I wanted to study in the United States because currently, as a geography teacher employed by the Ghana Education Service, I am quite efficient when it comes to geographical access to geographical technologies. And I believe strongly that the University of Nebraska Omaha, located in the US, is going to equip me with such knowledge, which will enhance my understanding and skills and enable me to return back to Ghana to improve upon geography education, enhance classroom learning, and also contribute my quota to national interest in
How
relation to
did you get
climate.
this funding?
I submitted a very strong and compelling application containing my GRE and optional GRE score, a very strong G, a very strong GPA of 3.7 on a West evaluation scale, a resume, a very strong recommendation for my lecturers, and in addition to that, after that, I was considered for one of the two available graduate teaching assistantship in the department over thousands of applicants, international applicants who applied for the same.
Okay. How long are you going to be in the United States?
Okay, so I'm going to be in the United States for please let me just this one, as you said earlier, since it's 3 years on its, should I mention 3 years or the 2 years?
2 years. They know
Two
the
years, okay.
reason why they have given you 3 years.
Okay. So I'll be in the United States for 2 years to understudy my MS in Geography and Environmental Studies. Upon completion, I'll return back home to my home country to continue in my role, this time around as a senior geography teacher in Ghana.
How many programs did you apply?
I applied to 4 different schools. Did you ask of schools or programs?
Programs.
Okay, I applied to 2 different programs, geography and geology, of
Okay.
which I accepted a geography option.
Yeah. So if you say true, maybe sometimes it will be like, okay, you are not that focused. So you can say, oh, just apply to one the same program, geography and lesson, at 2 universities, but I chose
Okay,
this university because of. So I would advise that if they say programs, stick to one program and then talk
okay,
about the number of universities rather than,
okay.
yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
So why the when I asked why you want to study in the United States, there's a first question that you gave during your introduction, which is very good. You talked about GIS and then geographical labs, which we currently don't have in Ghana. And
Okay,
I think if you are asked why you want to study in the United States, you can bring that one in to tell them that
okay,
this is one of the opportunities and then the reason why you want to go there.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then do you have any relatives in the United States?
Yes, I do have a first cousin who is on an F1 visa, studying, also
Did,
pursuing his
did you mention
master's.
the person's name in your
No,
I-20,
no, I
DS-160?
didn't.
So
I
please
didn't.
forget about those things. Okay. Straight
Okay,
away.
well, I stated that I had not a close relative.
In your DS-160.
Yes, in a DS-160.
Hey.
That I never knew that it was that. Later, before I got to see that, no, it was a
There are
mistake.
some things you don't even put yourself so that you will not even be explaining. But I mean, you are done. You can't do anything about that. So you have to say,
Yeah.
oh yeah, my friend is in the United States. He's also doing, or my mate. Do you understand?
Okay.
So
Okay.
you have to
Got you.
explain, right? Yeah. And
Yeah.
then are you married?
No, I'm not married at the moment.
You are not married, but you have to add. You don't have a girlfriend?
Yes, I do have somebody that I
Yes.
have
So you have
long-term
to
plans
you
with.
have to yeah, you have to add because over here the reason is that you ask why are they asking these questions? They want to
Okay.
find out if you have something that ties you to the country. If you are
Mm.
single, you don't have girlfriend, you don't, so it means that immediately you go, you will be looking for love somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. So once you, it's not that we tell people that say that just because of the fancy of it, but it's the reason behind the question. Every question
Okay.
is to test for something. So you need to
Okay.
find yeah. And once you have a girlfriend, it's not a bad thing. Mm.
Mm.
Yeah. So you say that, oh yes, I have my girlfriend and we are planning of getting married very soon, right after my
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and yeah, so is your date getting close?
Well, I'm still hunting
Looking
for
for
dates
it.
at the moment.
Okay,
Yes.
so what's the situation?
So I learned we should check the portal this dawn Monday and Tuesday. That was
Gee.
that's the speculations here.
Hey, it's not easy. Oh. Americans will get human being. After you've gotten even the scholarship, that's where the pains in the ass come.
Oh, oh, oh,
This and mostly we don't tell people this is the most painful aspect, especially if
the
you're in
most
Africa.
painful.
The most
We
painful.
have no control over this one.
Yes. And after you have even paid the money, if you have not even paid the money, you can sleep somewhere and throw your scholarship somewhere and sleep. But this one, you've paid the money, you've paid your service fee, and you cannot give up, but
Yeah.
continue praying. Hopefully, it will
All
work.
right. Sure.
What
Okay.
I hate is the fact that they wait and then give you guys dates, just push a whole lot of people within this month, and then they will
Mm.
be rejecting them anyhow. Meanwhile, they could have shared them among the previous months and then
Previous days. Yeah.
have a fair hearing of each and everyone.
Mm.
It's really heartening, but we don't
Yeah.
have control over this. It
Absolutely.
means that you need the divine aspect to work for you. So those of
Amen.
you at this point, you have to pray.
Okay.
To pray. Yeah. So thanks for joining. Come, let's
Okay.
have more of this and then continue building. Your responses are good. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I just have one question.
Okay.
I've been hearing people saying that when they ask you why are you going to the state, you have to tell a story. Like you have to cook something like a story. Like maybe I grew up and, for instance, maybe I grew up in the coastal part of Ghana where I witnessed how climatic conditions destroyed my community, and that ignited my passion for geography. Fast forward, I'm a geography teacher, and this particular program will enhance my.
I beg.
Is that a good story?
I don't go. I won't go by that. I don't. I don't.
Okay.
I don't think it's necessary. It's
Okay.
not necessary. They are not going to base their judgment on emotions over here.
Okay.
There is something that you can say is, that will be at the statement of purpose. Or yeah, those are the places you can say. But this place, you have few minutes, 30 minutes,
Mm.
3 minutes for all these things. You are not going to be emotional over there. This is over here. They are looking at confidence.
Okay.
They use confidence to judge whether you are lying or not. So you need to be
Mm.
confident. You don't need to be stammering or stuttering in this
Okay.
time. Be very vocal. Go by the responses. Oh, this, that, that. Be very vocal. Very loud and clear.
Okay.
That's the most important thing that they are looking at the moment.
Okay.
So
So one final question.
you can
Sometimes people
ask
when
so many questions once you come here. Don't worry.
okay, I wanted to ask
Mhm.
this just last one. So I want to find out. Sometimes when they ask me why did you choose this university, can you say I chose this university because of these three reasons? Then you start mentioning them. Firstly, is it advisable?
Of course, you can say that, but why not go? That sentence alone is like you have wasted some 3 seconds.
Okay. All right.
So why not go ahead? I chose this program because of their one. Then you continue. So because of three reasons, some seconds, just go about the first one, second,
Okay.
third. Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's the smart way you can go about that.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. I'll
The
come back to
issue
you.
here is that they don't
Yeah.
give you the opportunity to express yourself, oh, because a lot of people have good stories, but
Mm.
they will even intimidate you.
Mm.
And when you go, because some people have not done their things well, the rejections is not easy. So
Mm.
sometimes the environment alone will scare you. That's why when you go, you need to be very resolute that your
Okay.
story is different from any other person. You are unique.
Okay.
If they are denying 100 people in front of you, it should not concern you. They are
Okay.
not your fathers, even if they are your siblings. Over there, they are not your siblings. You are
Okay.
individual. Go there
All
as a
right.
unique person and then be very resolute. Don't allow the environment to intimidate you, and you will
Okay.
come out successfully with God's
Amen.
by your side. Okay.
Okay.
Don't be
Thank you
afraid.
so much,
We
Mr.
are
Moses.
only here to just build our confidence. Don't be afraid of anything. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so
I
much.
really appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. You're welcome. So the next person will be David. Okay. Edinam came first. So let me pick Edinam before Mr. David.
Hi.
Edinam,
Yeah, good evening.
good evening. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are
Okay.
you?
I'm also fine. Tell me where you are going to.
I'm going to Minnesota State University to study a 4 year bachelor's degree in software engineering, and I've chosen to study this program due to my passion in contributing to the childcare service in Ghana as a single mom, using my skills in software engineering to make this service more accessible. I'm currently working on a tech platform that will work like an Uber for childcare service, but my knowledge is currently not enough for the complexity of this project. So
Tell me
I
about your
chose,
previous education. What's your qualification?
I'm a high school graduate, but I've had a lot of courses to do, including software development, 3 months, and then 1 year IT program with AIT, and then 1 year software engineering program with ALX. I'm sorry, my daughter is talking in the background.
Yeah, so no problem. You have to mention I'm a high school graduate from maybe Edinham High School where from 2020, after which I've enrolled in. Then you continue with what you said. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And yes, so who is going to sponsor your program?
My education is mainly sponsored by my uncle, who I'm currently working for. He is the managing director of the company Gray Space, a civil engineering company. He earns an annual salary of about $60,000, and he's been funding all my professional courses after high school. I have been staying with him since then, before I gave birth.
Okay, so I don't think you have to bring the home aspect in. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So you just say, yeah, my uncle. So he's the one. Yeah, you may not want to bring the home aspect. Yeah, yeah. So um, hmm, why did you want to study in the United States?
I chose to study in the US because of the content of the IT program, most especially the software engineering program with Minnesota State University. It's very practical and more hands on. And I see that even with Minnesota State University, their engineering programs are more centered on career development. Currently, I see that they are even expanding their digital needs and are launching a new bachelor's degree in robotics. So I decided to go to the United States because of how, like, and I know that the project I want to build, it was built from the whole idea was stemmed from the US. It was from Travis
Tell me
who
about your project.
okay, this project is um it works like an Uber but for childcare. So it's going to outsource very very qualified and verified childcare services like nanny, like wedding kids caretakers like cuddlers, baby cuddlers and stuff like that. So you can order a child anywhere, wherever you are. You don't need to hire a nanny for a long term.
And how many schools did you apply?
I applied for 4 schools. So I applied for Minnesota State University. I applied for Walla in Washington. It was an IT.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also applied for Texas University at Arlington, Utah. It also gave me an IT information system. And then with Wisconsin University gives me a management in information technology. But MSU stood out for me because they actually gave me the opportunity to directly do software engineering as a bachelor's degree.
Okay, so you can also the reason why you want to study in the United States, you can also add that I also have the opportunity to directly be mentored by this professor who is into this aspect of the software engineering, where um, he will be supervising my project.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay. So mention one of the professors, right? Mhm.
Okay.
So Has your uncle sponsored anybody outside Ghana?
Yes, in the UK, um, a cousin of mine, but I don't have a very lot of details about it. I just know that the person is doing their
Yeah,
masters in the UK.
yeah. So just tell the person, just say that, oh yeah, he sponsored my cousin. You're not supposed to mention the person's name. And he's back
Okay.
here working as so and so. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Or if he's yeah, my cousin is in his second year in the UK doing his masters. Yeah.
Okay.
Why did your uncle decide to sponsor you?
My uncle, first of all, it's a sense of duty for him. After senior high school, he has been very into my development, and I'm currently working for his company. Directly, my degree is not going to, um, let's say, directly benefit his company, but he sees um, Auntie Mommy, my tech startup, as a future business that he can actually mentor me in and get his returns. We've already been talking about that.
Okay. So currently you have to also, so yeah, your uncle is interested in your education and he has been the one sponsoring you over the past 5 years. Okay. And
Mhm.
also you have been working, you are one of the most dedicated staff in his work, and he thinks that sponsoring you will in the future uh, he thinks that your work is should be rewarded. Your hard work should be rewarded with
Okay.
this sponsorship. And he has enough. You have to go ahead and talk about your uncle's worldliness. Okay, they want people who have enough funding. So you have to say that, oh, my uncle is wealthy and can take care of. Is more than enough to. He has more than enough to take care of my studies in the United States. He owns this. He owns that. He owns that. Do you understand? Apart from the company, right?
Okay.
So, what part of software engineering do you want to specialize in?
Since I'm starting a tech startup, I'm not going to be a specialist. I need the whole thing because I am founding this project, and I need to know bits and pieces of everything, how to manage a software, a startup, and all that. I know that it's part of the content of the program I'm going to do. So I'm not really specializing in one part of the program.
Okay, okay, that's the whole idea. That's how it is for especially for, but for the purpose of the interview, you need to find yourself an interest, right? So, for example, somebody is going to do medicine. Everybody knows that your first 4 years in Ghana, you're going to do a general medicine. But you have to say that, okay, to convince the visa officer, you say that maybe you are interested in child care, and so maybe you're not going to get it in the first degree, but it could be in your um, master's, but you are using it to score points here right now.
Mm,
Okay, so find a way to get one of the areas. If it is robotics, if it is artificial intelligence, if it is those things, yeah, get one of them and then build a story on that. Okay.
okay. My
Mhm.
goodness, no.
Get one.
Sorry.
So, are you married?
No, I'm not married, but I have my daughter here in Ghana.
Okay. Yeah. So you say no, I'm not married. But if you have this in a child, you say yes, I have my child. Where my who is going to take care of your child? You have to mention, oh, my mother is the one who will be taking care of my child in my absence. The idea here is that your child serves as um, what do you call it? A strong home ties for you.
Okay.
So when it comes to that, you have a better advantage than those who don't those who are even saying they have girlfriends or boyfriends because
Mm.
you have somebody from your own which is tying you down to Ghana. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So who will be taking care of your child?
My daughter will be staying with my parents whilst I'm away. They are very supportive and experienced, so I fully trust them to take care of her. Her
Yes.
dad is also fully involved financially and will be taking care of her bills. And I also plan to stay very present in her life,
Yeah,
even
that's
from a distance.
that's great. So you have to give those answers if you are asked. And what are you currently doing?
I'm working as a junior software developer for my uncle's company, the Gray Space.
Yeah. So if in case we are doing this, you have to say we are currently doing this, doing this, doing this. Say some of the projects, okay, you have been involved,
Okay.
and then you zero into your own project that you started brainstorming and working
Okay.
towards. Okay, so why are you going to be staying in the United States?
I have my housing contracts done already and made a half payment, so going to stay on campus.
Okay, do you have anybody in the United States?
No,
Have you traveled outside Ghana before?
no, please.
Okay. Um, so here you say, I do not know anybody in the United States. All my family members are in Ghana, and I will be going. My sole purpose of traveling is to study and then come back. Do you understand? So
Okay.
they don't need only one answer, short answers. Or they ask you, um, do you have any family members in the United States? Yeah, we have already said that. Have you traveled outside Ghana before? No. Due to my career development and my schooling, I focus solely, but this is the opportunity for me to go and then learn and then come back, right? So
Okay.
let's try as much as possible not to be giving them short answers because that's what they want. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. How many years are you going to be in the United States?
4 years. It's a 4 year bachelor's degree program, so I'll be in the United States for 4 years and come
Okay.
back to fully
Yeah.
skill my
And I'll be coming back maybe every summer to visit my daughter.
Okay.
I
Someone
can
said
come again.
I added that one time, but someone said that because the US always encourage that you stay throughout and finish your degree before you travel. When you say
Who
that you
said
always be to come back to take care of somebody
um,
who made
there's
the intake.
nothing like that.
Okay.
Nobody is restricted. If you have your funds, there's no restriction. I've not seen anything like that since I was came
Thank
here.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. Because you need to show consent for your child.
Yeah.
Mhm. So,
Okay.
um, do you have plans of working in the United States?
No, I don't. My main goal is to return to Ghana and fully launch my startup at the moment. The whole reason I'm going to study in the US is to gain quality education and industry exposure so that I can apply that knowledge back home. My market is in Ghana, and the project is tailored to meet a specific childcare
What's
challenge here.
your plans after graduation?
I plan to come back to Ghana to fully scale my tech startup. Whilst I'm in school, I plan on working on the entering the markets and everything. So when I come back, I'm going to fully scale and launch my tech startup.
Okay. Yeah, I think your story is good. So you have the where did you get your accent?
I've been working with a US company.
Okay.
I still work with them. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So you have so you need to speak.
Is this still like it sound I've been trying to sound very normal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you have a good accent, right? So it will give you an upper hand.
Oh, okay. I
Mhm.
thought it would go against me.
Come again?
I was thinking it would go against me, so I've been
No, no,
trying
no, no,
to.
no, 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 no. Because they can hear you very well. So speak clearly, speak and then bring more of the accent.
Okay.
Mhm. So when
Mm.
they ask you about this, and yeah, you think you have been watching um maybe during your leisure time, you have been watching American movies, and you don't know coincidentally you pick up the accent.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
yeah. You're welcome. So I think you should. When is your date?
8 July.
8 July. Oh, next 2 weeks.
Hmm. Yes.
Yeah. I wish you the best. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Have a nice evening.
All right, you too.
Okay, Mr. David, now it's your turn. How are you today?
I'm doing well, sir.
Can I have your document, please?
Here you are, sir.
Okay, I still have a lot of people here. My God, it's not easy. Tell me where you are going to.
Thank you, sir. I'm going to Illinois Institute of Technology, Chicago, to study a master in information technology and management for the next 2 years, with a concentration in cybersecurity management and web intelligence. This program will empower me to advance in strategic approach to protect an organization's data assets, networks, and systems from cyber threats, breaches, and attacks. It
Why
involves
this
in
program?
policies, technology. Service coming in.
Why this program?
Yeah. I chose this program because it will enhance me with the requisite skills with a concentration in cybersecurity and as web intelligence to effectively combat cyber crimes in Ghana, especially with the areas that I want to, um, especially with the role that I want to take in management in MTN to come up with strategies to protect customers' data attack that recently hampered in the network system.
So this is what you want to say, but you are struggling to say it.
Okay,
The only medicine to this is for you to lock yourself in the room and say it over and over. It will work.
okay,
Yes, lock yourself, get a corner, and then lock yourself, and then flow. Okay, yeah, it will work. Mm,
all right.
yeah. So, how many schools did you apply?
Including Illinois Institute of Technology because of their strong concentration in cybersecurity threats and web intelligence. With a robust system they have in their school,
Tell me how
um,
you're going to fund
who
this.
is my father will be sponsoring. He's in he's the owner of J&I Empire, who specializes in trading top quality agricultural commodities in exporting and importing agro costly and reliability. He earns an annual income of $125,000 with an employment rate of 15 employees. However, how um,
Hello.
hello sir.
Yeah. Can you come again?
My father will be sponsoring my tuition. He is the owner of J&I Empire, who specializes in trading top agriculture commodities in exporting and importing agro crops and connecting farmers with the global markets. He earns annual income
Hello, hello.
my study plan.
Do you have any?
Hello, hello, Moses.
What are your plans after school?
Yeah, I intend to come back to my country to take a management position in MTN company, where I will be helping customers to protect their organization data from cyber threats and data
You'll be
intrusion.
helping the company to protect customers' data, not the customers. You are
Okay,
not helping the customer. You are helping the companies. Okay. Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. So you'll be working, take a position in the communication industry. Okay.
Yeah,
To help with data protection, customers, money laundering, and those things. Yeah. Cyber
yeah.
attacks. Yeah. What are you currently doing?
I have been working in the classroom as an ITC teacher in the junior high school, where I have been impacting knowledge in education. I have introduced learners to basic coding skills, web development, troubleshooting, and part-time IT manager in my dad's company, J&I Empire, and in exporting of agro products in Ghana.
Why is your dad, has your dad sponsored anyone outside Ghana?
Yes, please. My dad has sponsored my cousin to study his master's degree in South Africa and came back to support the Empire in as a management position in the company.
So management position, what's management position?
To take up a management position in
What is the
GNI
management
Empire.
position? So where he's currently the what?
Okay.
Mhm. Operations manager. Do you understand?
No.
Something like
Yes, sir.
that. So that's a smart way to go about it. But if you go run, it's just like it seems you are not sure of what you are saying. Mhm.
Okay, sir.
Why? But why do you want to study in the United States, not Ghana?
I believe States offer a strong education system, especially in my field of information technology management. I chose Illinois Institute of Technology to learn a requisite skills and also a comprehensive program that aligns perfectly with my career goals. I also want to gain exposure to different perspectives and technologies um, that are widely used in combating fraud, cyber attacks, online bullies to protect customers' interests.
So you have to talk about the United States being leading technology, especially this your university, this program which covers this. You have this opportunity to be mentored by this professor who you specialize in this area. So those things are also important to be added. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
How many schools did you apply?
I applied to three universities. Illinois Institute of Technology is one of the schools I applied with a strong concentration in cybersecurity, web intelligence. They have a robust system enough to combat cyber attacks. And I also came in contact with Professor Ryan Nelson, who is working as a data intrusion project, which I contacted and I am willing to study under his mentorship.
Okay. Yeah. So have you traveled outside Ghana before?
I have not traveled outside Ghana before. This will be the opportunity for me to travel and also to equip myself with the requisite knowledge. After which, I'll come back to my home country to apply the knowledge that I've learned in combating cyber fraud detection, intrusion, cyber attacks, and reducing crime on the internet.
Okay. Yeah. Um, that's fine. So let me ask if you have questions here today.
Yes, my question is about the service, the first service payments fee.
Okay.
Um,
Mm-hmm. So some of you
I want
have
to
still
know
not.
when his. I want to know when his
So so what I'm going to do is that tomorrow I'll gather those of you who have not been able to pay. You will try and then give all the money to somebody. The person will send it to me, and then I'll go and pay for you. That'll be the best thing we can do.
Oh, okay, sir.
Mhm. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Mm. So yeah, questions. If you have any question,
Think
so please, those of you uh, who are watching, I mean, let's try to now pick 5 minutes, 5 minutes, okay, so that I can get time for somebody. Somebody's worrying me.
sir.
So
Yes, I didn't hear you.
yeah, I think I will leave you here. You okay for now, okay? And then I'll
Okay.
the rest I'll pick you guys 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay. So you are good, you are coming up. So we'll continue working. As for the flow, that one you cannot do it here. You have to lock yourself somewhere and then try to flow. Try to see that the responses you are giving, are you giving maybe short answers or are you stuttering in the responses? Okay, and then try to flow.
Okay.
It- yeah, that one lock yourself, okay, in the room and then continue to practice.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So the next person here I'll bring will be Prince. So I'll bring Prince. Let me see. Oh, Prince is not here. Okay, I brought him. He couldn't speak, and then he's now out. Let me bring Aaron. Aaron will be next. Please, the rest, Mr. Solomon, put your information so that I can pick you. Mr. Charles, put your information. Mr. Enoch, put your information in the chat. Okay. So, Mr. Aaron, how are you today? Hello. Hello. Oh, Mr. Aaron, you can hear me.
Good morning.
Yeah,
Good evening,
it's
sir.
already it's morning at your end there.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How is the work?
Yeah, fine. How is the dates hunting?
Okay. Oh, I was planning to give you the update after the mock, but okay, let me just,
Mm-hmm.
um, so far I reached out to them on Friday, but
Mm-hmm.
um, one of them replied because they have
Okay.
different people handling issues. So one of them
Mm-hmm.
replied. He told me that he's their own sector. He's in charge of J visas, and he
Okay.
told me that one, there is no deadline for that one. That I can apply for J1 visa.
G1
So
visa.
yes, sir.
Okay.
So but the other lady in charge of um,
in charge of F1 visa, she's still
Okay.
insisting that the deadline has passed. So I'm hoping maybe to talk to my advisor so that maybe she can talk to them. Probably it's going to be better. But my advisor, she has not been around. So probably on Monday.
Yeah, it's kind of, what do you call it? Um, I don't know why they say that, because F1 they keep on giving F1, because if somebody, there's nothing like, can you check very well to see if you are speaking with the right person?
Yes, I think in their page, I saw it in one of their page. They said the reason why they did that is to enable their student prepare on time. I think their assumption is that if you are applying for visa, it takes like 3 months to get a date. So based on that, they fix that deadline so that their student will be able to get visa on time. So I want to that on Monday there is a session that you communicate to them through Zoom. So I want to talk to
Yeah.
her because every your son name, the first initial of your son name, you have a person attending to you.
Okay.
So my session will be on Monday, and I want to explain to her that I understand that the rule was for our own good, but since I can be able to get a date, let them just
Yeah.
give me the opportunity.
Oh, what kind of lesson is this? It's very frustrating. So I think for you, you need to relax and then get that one done so that you don't even worry yourself for now. Because it all starts when you get your I-20.
Oh, I should relax for the mock.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Do you understand me?
So you said I should relax for the mock.
Yeah, for the mock. Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello, sorry, I did not get you.
Yeah, can you
Yeah, I
hear
can hear
me?
you
I
now.
was saying that for me, I think you should relax for the mock. Okay. When you get
Okay,
when you
okay,
get, because everything starts when you get the F1. Your sorry, you
okay,
get your I-20. Once you get your I-20,
okay.
yes, everything starts from there. But for now,
So,
um, mhm.
so please, what will you advise about the J1 visa?
Oh, I think that that wouldn't be the best option for you, because you are, what do you call it? Students seeking for J1 is just exchange um programs and then research coming for particular, but you are coming as F1, right? Eh.
Mm,
So it will be in a way like you are trying to force yourself into the United States, and that's one of the things that they are, because at the end of it, they will know that you are coming to do your PhD and
yes.
not maybe just a research, right? Even though once you get that one, you come here, you
Okay,
can change it. But I think that you should relax. The best thing is like what we are saying: meet, meet them, talk to them, whatever is the case, before you now speak with your supervisor. And but then you would have established a way that okay, you have done your best, and then they will have no other option than to push your program even in the upcoming semester without you losing your scholarship.
okay,
Mhm. So I think that would be the best option for you.
okay, so
But yeah, in all things, prayers, prayers will work, and also you also have, as you are doing this, that's the human effort. You are doing the human effort just to also
mm,
make sure that at least you have done your, so if you have done all the human effort and it's not working, then you have to know that maybe that's God's will for you at this time, that maybe it goes to another semester.
okay, so.
Yeah, and with prayers, they can also try and then maintain your uh, what do you call it? They
Assistantship.
maintain your. But do you have any other university with funding?
No, this is just the only one.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes you can use another university to come in and then later on change. But
Yes,
we know the
they
funding
okay.
is
I have another university that gave me admission.
yeah, but
I was
without
I
funding.
was actually thinking that if I can enroll on the I-20.
So the idea is that you can get a visa from a different university, but you can change when you come here. But the point
Okay, what
is,
I'm saying is that
mhm,
I got admission both in Texas Tech and University of Florida. So I don't know if because just the enrollment. So I don't know if I can the Texas Tech to enroll in the system, then
do you have
digits, do a
funding in
transfer
the
or
Texas
something.
state? Do you have funding in the with Texas state?
Hello, sorry, I did not get the last question.
Do you have some form of funding with Texas State University?
No, there is no funding there.
Yes. So that would have been an opportunity, even if you have some percentage of funding, right? You could have played
Yes.
with that to get the admission visa. Immediately you get the visa, you tell the ISO that you want to come to US. You want to transfer to
Oh,
University UF. Yeah, UF.
okay.
Mhm.
So, but one of the international center person, I don't know, he
Mhm.
was saying that you can use that J1 visa to come in as a PhD student.
Then let them school you on that and let's see. Mhm.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, let them school you on that
okay,
so that we'll see. But all these things, the final decision will be okay, will they even defer your program to next semester? If they will, go with it. Go with the next semester. It will even give you the opportunity to relax and come back very without pressure. But
okay.
if
All
not,
right.
but you'd want to make sure that you exhaust all these options before speaking with your professor.
Okay, all right.
Mhm. So let's hope that tomorrow you can get something with their interview and then now speak with the professor. Okay.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank
Yeah,
you very
you're
much for all the. Yes, sir.
I mean, you can
I'm
always
great.
come here, let's discuss like we have done because we always
Yes, yes.
meet anytime we can come out. Okay. Thank you so much.
I'm sincerely grateful
Okay. Yeah, you're welcome.
so much. Yes.
So, Mr. Enoch,
Yeah. Hello, sir. Good
yeah, how
evening.
are you today?
I'm doing fine, sir. How are you doing too?
I'm also fine. So, tell me where you are going to.
I'm going to Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville, to pursue my master's degree in mathematics with specialization in computational and applied mathematics. The program is a 2 year STEM program, which will empower my technical knowledge and enhance my analytical skills in product development and innovation using mathematical modeling and data analysis, which will support my company in capitalizing on transformative technologies upon my return to Ghana.
Okay. So, those of you who are watching, okay, you realize that Mr. Enoch is flowing very well, which is something I recommend for everyone. Okay, so please, this is what I want. You should master your story. There is a difference between knowing your story and then flowing with your story. So he's flowing very well, and that's what I want. Mr. Charles, your microphone is not working. So try to go and then come back so that you can come to the stage. Okay. Yeah. So tell me why you chose this program.
Okay. Pursuing master's degree in mathematics will enable me to deepen my technical knowledge and enhance my analytical skills in product development and innovation. Also, pursuing master's degree in mathematics will aid me in data-driven business development by applying quantitative methods to analyze market trends and customer data within my current company, which has assured me of promotion upon the completion of my degree. Additionally, obtaining a master's degree will significantly improve my career prospects and open up a better job opportunities in the future in my return to Ghana.
Do you have any relatives in the United States?
No, please. All my relatives are here in Ghana.
Do you have any traveling experience?
No, officer. I had no reason to travel until now. This is an opportunity for me to go and study and come back to my family and my job here in Ghana.
Okay. Um, why did you choose this university?
Okay. I want to study at Southern Illinois University because it offers a strong master's program in mathematics with specialization in computation and applied mathematics that will equip me with product development and innovation using mathematical modeling and data analysis, which will support the company upon my return to Ghana. I
Um,
also have been in contact with Professor Augustine Marcus, who is the program director of mathematics and the statistics department of Southern Illinois University, whose research areas are statistics, reliability, and survival analysis, which aligns with the research article myself together with three of my colleagues published on the
so
title
what's your
Analysis of Basic.
qualification?
I hold a bachelor's degree in mathematics from Valley View University, Ghana.
And what are you going to be doing after this program?
I intend to come back to Ghana to my company to assume a higher position and with a higher salary.
Hey, senior, come again.
That I intend to come back to Ghana to specifically to my company to assume a higher position with a higher salary upon my return.
No, I think you need to um, upgrade this answer. So the reason for your what you will be doing is to come
Mhm.
back and take a management position, right? Okay,
Okay.
so you can mention one of the management position, and also, yeah, further help in development of this and that, right? That would be the this and as for the salary is, yeah, it's part, but we don't actually bring them here for now.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Okay, how many schools did you apply?
I applied to four schools: Illinois Institute of Technology, Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville, Ohio University, and Wayne State University. However, I chose Southern Illinois University because of its strong curriculum in mathematics with specialization in computational and applied mathematics.
Okay, tell me in your who is the person going to sponsor you or your funding?
Okay, the school has awarded me a merit-based scholarship and also a very competitive graduate teaching assistantship, which covers 50% of my tuition fees, my living expenses, and health insurance. However, I'll be using part of my savings for the past 11 years of working experience to cover my deficits.
I have, we can say I have other investments that can take care of my, um, what do you call it, emergencies. Are you married?
Yes, please. I'm married to um, Jessica for a year with a son now.
Yeah, so you have to say if your wife is working, okay? So you have to say my wife is maybe so so and so, and
Oh,
he earns enough to take care of the family whilst I'm away.
okay.
Um, why didn't you look for funding?
Funding.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Officer, please, I have been awarded a merit-based scholarship award and a graduate assistantship with a monthly stipend.
Okay. Yeah, but I think then your explanation on the who is going to fund you didn't come up well. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so try to be fun. And okay, so and
Okay.
tell me about
Please,
your program.
I want to add this one too.
Okay.
Uh, so I want to take out who is going to fund. Like I said, the school has awarded me a merit-based scholarship and a very competitive graduate teaching assistantship with monthly stipends,
Yeah.
which will cover
So
which will
what's your
cover
deficit now?
my deficit is 18K, 18,000.
Yeah. So that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So yeah. So let's tackle that question again.
Okay.
How are you going to fund this program?
Okay. The school has awarded me a merit-based scholarship and a competitive graduate teaching assistantship with monthly stipend, which will cover 50% of my tuition fees, living expenses, and health insurance. However, I'll be using part of my personal savings for the past 11 years of working experience to cover my deficit. Additionally, I run a very active side business with an annual income of 100,000 cedis, which will be helping me to support my studies and living costs.
Yeah. My startup company. Yeah. My
Startup company.
yeah,
Okay.
also have yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, so that's fine. Um, how long will you be in the United States?
My program is a 2 year STEM program, which begins on 18th of August 2025 and ends on 31st of December 2027. So I'll be returning to Ghana upon the completion of my program after 2 years.
So my program, the simple, those things should be a little bit simple. So my program is 2 years. I'll be coming back in August 2027, where I'll come back August 2027 to come and continue my role here. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
Okay.
So don't talk about start and then completing. No, it's not important here.
Okay.
Yeah. So when is your date?
My date is 19th of August, but I'm here to apply for the uh,
Okay, we
emergency.
spoke backstage, right?
Yeah, yeah, we spoke backstage. Yeah.
So work on it, and if not, yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Um, please, I have a question.
Yeah. Is it relating to that what we said?
Yes, please.
Then that one, let's do it backstage.
Okay. So it's about the interview. Please,
Okay.
I someone said that when they ask you or when the officer asks you anything, don't say those things on the online or those things you have put on your DS 160.
You
I
shouldn't say
want to
them.
get clarification here, especially when they ask you about your school. Maybe my school is the top school, maybe among the best, or those things first in those. They say you shouldn't be saying those online answers. Is it? I need clarification on that.
Of course, those are more generic. Yeah. So don't say what's my school. Tell me about your school. My school is this. No. Talk about the reason why you're going there. So, for example, tell me about your school. You say, oh, the name of my school is Illinois blah, 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 address, but in this it's a um you mention the name, the city, when you can
Okay.
mention when it was established. My school has a strong concentration in this, and that's the reason why I've chose this school, because it aligns perfectly with my interests, and I'm going to work even with this professor. Do you understand? So that one is very more it make more meaning than going ahead to say, oh, and then I'll be working with my school is R1, and then they have no, no, no. Just mention a little bit and talk about why you chose that school. That'll be the best. But I don't understand, like, if the person is saying that maybe don't mention the things you said in your DS160. I don't know, because those things are very specific things that when you say something otherwise opposite to what is in your DS160, that will go against you.
Okay. Okay. So please, last one.
You can, once
Uh,
you come to the box, you have all the time to ask the question. So don't say last one. Ask as many as you want.
okay. Please, I like I mentioned, I've published myself and my colleagues, three of my colleagues have published an article. Currently, we are working on another one, which is under peer review stage. Please, how do I include this in my story?
Okay.
The article exposure or experience.
Yeah. So you say it, you, for example, where you are going to work with this professor. For example, let's say, for example, where are you going to? Okay. Um, I'm going to this university to study a 2 year master program in this, where I will be focusing on researching into this. I currently published my first author paper in this. Do you understand? Bring that one in the first thing that will give you a maximum point,
In
right?
the first question. Okay.
Yes, first this introduction. Why this university? Or why
Okay.
this program? Oh, this program will help me further develop my research and this. I currently published my first author paper in this journal. In this paper, I research into this and this. I'm planning to go ahead in this, and it will help me further develop my this. And I'll be applying my skills back when I come home as a researcher, management position in this with strong research background, which will help my company thrive in this post area. Okay.
Okay. All right. So thank you. That will be all for now.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So as for the paper, it's good if as much as you can publish when you come, there's opportunity for you to apply for NIW. It will be a good opportunity for you.
Mm,
Yeah. So Mr. Charles, yeah, are you here? Thank you, sir. Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles, if you want that one, contact me backstage, okay? Solomon, yeah, Mr. Solomon, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes,
You are comfortably sleeping.
sir.
It's noisy, yeah. It's time. Your destiny is there. I mean, the time is fast spent. You are almost ending to 12 o'clock, right? It's
Yeah, yeah,
11:15. Yeah, yeah. It's not because of America that you die. You will kill yourself. How are you today?
I'm doing good, and you, please.
I'm also fine. Let me know where you are going to.
Thank you, officer. I've been admitted to St. Louis University in Missouri, St. Louis, to pursue my 4 years bachelor's degree in computer science, focusing on data science. This program will enhance me in key analytical skills, data cleaning, and visualization, and also help me to know basic skills in software and machine learning.
Why this program?
Thank you, officer. I have an aspiration to be a computer scientist in my uncle's company, of which this program will equip me in a business field to detect fraud, improve marketing campaigns, and business decision.
Yeah. How long is your program?
Thank you, officer. Officer, please, my program is a 4 years bachelor's degree in computer science, focusing on data science.
Um, how many program did you apply?
How many programs?
How many programs did you apply?
Officer, please, I applied to one program. That's computer science.
Uh, do you have any funding for your program?
Yes, please. Based on my academic credential, my previous academic credential that I sent to the school, I was awarded 37,000 US dollar, which take almost 60% of my cost of attendance, and my deficit of 32,000 will be taken care by my uncle, who is a co-founder of Enterprise Computing Limited, who earns approximately 97,000 US dollar annually.
Okay, Mr. Solo, do you, um do you have any traveling experience?
No, please, this is my first time of traveling to the US.
So you say, don't say no. Say, officer, this is my first time of traveling to the United States, and this will give me the opportunity to study this program, and upon coming back, it will help me develop a career as a data scientist, right?
Okay, okay, sir.
Has your uncle sponsored anyone in the United States?
No, please. I'm the first person. I'm the first person to be sponsoring. I'm the first person he will be sponsoring me to learn in the United States.
What's your uncle doing?
He's currently a co-founder in Enterprise Computing Limited, and he also deal with car and motor spare parts.
So this is where you need to know. If you say here, problem for you, please. This is where you need to be very strong. My uncle is a co-founder of Enterprise Computing, which deals with computing and accessory software development, and
Okay,
also he has his own company with this importation of automobile materials, automobile spare parts. He currently have earnings of around 150,000 US dollars per annum. He is wealthy enough to take care of me, and has expressed his strong desires to advance my career by supporting my education in the United States. Okay,
okay,
so
sir.
and he has his bank statement here and letter of support here with me.
Okay.
So please, why do you want to study in the United States instead of Ghana?
Thank you, officer. I chose to study in the United States because of their leading in computing and data sciences. We have currently we have schools here in Ghana which offer this program,
So
but
no,
because
after this, go especially University of St. Louis program in this has
okay, okay,
a strong concentration in data science, which perfectly aligns with my interest.
okay.
How many schools did you apply?
Officer, I applied to three schools: University of St. Louis University, University of Bridgeport, and Colorado State University. Officer, I chose to attend St. Louis University because of their strong.
When is your date?
I don't have a date yet.
Oh man.
Yeah,
So
but I heard a news that we should wait this midnight, and from tomorrow going we'll be hearing.
you have paid everything.
Yes, how do you call it? My service fee is with my sister. She hasn't paid yet, but
Okay. So I think we are all tired tonight.
okay, yeah, yeah,
Let's wait. Tomorrow they will continue. Okay.
yeah. Oh, okay, sir. Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So look, the few ones I've given you, just work on it. Okay. So
okay,
Mr. Charles, um, contact me backstage and give me your information so that I'll check for you. Okay. Yeah. So those of you who are watching us online, um, try to comment. Let me know if you found our interview interesting. If you want to come up anytime, we are always ready here to help you refine your responses and prepare you. Okay, so what I'm going to do um, right now is to show some videos. Okay, and yeah, you can watch them. And then let's see. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Study Destination. I hope you guys are doing well. Congratulations to all our applicants or our mentees who have gotten admissions to the United States and are in the state of preparing themselves for visa interviews. So at this point, we want to interview some of our colleagues who have made it over the years into the United States, and then look at how their experience during the visa interview so that we can learn from them. So from this time onwards, I'll be posting series of these people. I believe that we can learn from them so that we will get much experience and prepare very well so that our visa approval will come with ease. I know it's a little bit, there are a lot of technicalities, so it's very good to learn from people who have already made it so that we will get through easily. I know it's very difficult, but trust me, you're going to make it. So just relax and then watch this series. Every day we're going to post different people from different background and how they went through their application. If you are new to this channel and you want anything that is related to studying abroad, you can subscribe to this channel. Look at the YouTube description, and then you will get a link to our platform, and then you can subject yourself for mentorship. Any institution, any country that you want to study, we will be able to guide you, give you the step-by-steps, and provide you the needed guidelines so that your dream of studying abroad will come true, no matter the country you are coming from. So let's get inside our story today. So today we have with us one of our very own, Mr. Evans Akoto, who used to be a colleague back in undergraduate, and currently I don't want to introduce him. I want him to introduce himself and then his program. So, Mr. Evans, you're welcome to Study Destination. You've been with us, so can you please introduce yourself to us?
Okay, thank you, Moses, for the brief intro. Since you want me to do the intro myself, so I'm Ivan Sakoto, and I'm currently a PhD student at North Dakota State University, where I'm pursuing transportation and logistics program. I'm now going to my second year. But previously, I did masters in agribusiness and applied economics at the same university. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So just a little background more about yourself. Where are you coming from, your country, and then the school and the program you read?
Okay. I'm a Ghanaian, and back home, I went to the University of Cape Coast where I had my undergraduate degree in economics. So after that, yeah. After that,
okay. Yeah. So from economics to
masters in
agribusiness
and applied economics,
yeah.
And then to transportation and logistics.
Okay, yeah. I think we're going to learn a lot from you, but for today, we'll want to look at how your visa interview went and how you were able to obtain your visa. Okay, so now, when did you apply for admissions? What time did you apply, and when did you get admission, and what type of offer did you get?
Okay, I think I started the application process in 2019 because I graduated 2019. I did my service for 1 year, which I completed in 2020. So I started this process in 2019. And prior to graduating or to my graduation, I had this mindset of traveling or studying abroad. So you should start with a mindset. You shouldn't graduate before you plan on doing this thing. At least you should have this mindset. So I think from level 300, I had this mindset because I was fortunate to have some TAs who have traveled to the US. So based on that, at least I said, oh, why can't I also do the same thing? So that's when I developed the mindset to travel or study abroad. And because of that, in economics is more of quantitative and mathematical uh, program. So I most of the schools that I was looking at were requiring GRE, which I think most nowadays they don't. Most of the schools they don't require GRE, but if you have GRE, it's also okay. So I prepared for the GRE and I wrote the GRE in 2020, I think January 2020, and I used the I applied to the school. So let me start with the application process. The first thing I did was to go to Google. At least you have the internet as your friend, so just go to Google. I know you don't know the US,
Yeah,
so
I think we'll come back to that, but can you quickly give us, for the time's sake, let's look at the admissions you got and then the offer. How many schools did you apply, and then how many admissions, and what were the type of offers that you got?
okay. My first application. Let me chip in
Let's look
this.
at the year,
Yeah,
so
in
that
20.
when we come back, we'll come and tell us all
Yeah,
the stories.
I started in 2019, like I said earlier, and I got admissions, I think, like 3 or 4 schools. I can't remember, 3 or 4 schools. And unfortunately, I wouldn't say fortunately or unfortunately, but all the funding that I had was partial. They were taking half of my tuition, but I will have to cater for the rest. Yeah.
Okay, so which one did you choose for the visa interview?
So I chose Ohio University.
Okay.
Yeah, Ohio University, because I had another admission from Michigan State, I think University of Michigan. Yeah, University of Michigan.
Okay. So but you ended up in North Dakota.
North Dakota, yeah.
So can you explain why?
So in 2019, 2020, that was when the COVID was intense. See, so even though I got admission, I had funding, I applied for visa, I got a date, but later on my appointment was canceled because of the COVID. So I had to reschedule my interview to the following year, which means I can't go for the interview or go to school in 2020. So because of the COVID, I have to postpone or defer my admission to the following year. That's why I couldn't end up in Ohio. So
So you
as
got
I
another admissions to North Dakota.
Yeah, so
Okay.
as I applied to already deferred my program to the next year, I applied to other schools as well.
Okay.
Applied to other schools
So
because
the North Dakota, what was the condition of the offer?
okay, North Dakota was it was also partial 10 hours, but the difference wasn't much because
Okay.
I think the difference was the deficit of my I-20 was 3,000.
Okay.
Even
So
though
it
it was
means that you
partial.
had a tuition waiver.
Yeah, full tuition waiver.
Full
But the
tuition waiver.
stipends I was receiving 10
Okay.
hours stipends.
Okay, but you had a graduate assistantship where you were located 10 hours instead of the normal 20 hours.
20 hours, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So at least you have something to show, and your deficit was less.
3,000. Yeah.
How much?
3,000.
3,000. I mean,
Yeah.
that's very good, especially for the start. So can you now talk about the visa application? Which country did you choose? How did you get your date? And then the document you submitted for this interview.
Okay. I went for my interview in Ghana. Fortunately, I got an earlier date. So I know some of my colleagues were moving to Ivory Coast, Sierra Leone. Some even traveled outside the continent. Some were going to Dubai for their interview. But fortunately for me, I got an earlier date, which I went for the interview. I think I came in spring, which is January. So I went for the interview in December.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So most of the time or previous times during those times there's less pressure for the visa date, but now it's very intense. So okay, thanks for that information. So let's look at the document that you presented for the visa interview.
Okay. As usual, you take your passports with you. Then my I-20, my service receipt,
Okay.
the $350 payment. So I printed the receipt. Then I think passport pictures, 2 passport pictures. Oh yeah, passport pictures. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Okay. Yeah.
that's all.
I
I
mean,
think that's
those are
all.
the major document. If you need information about the document, you can look at one video that I've made. You will get those documents, supplementary document. But in terms of the financial document, did you present something extra?
Yeah. I went there with a bank statement, but even they didn't even check the bank statements.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. So let's now come into the time of the interview. From the time you entered the visa, the consulate, let's say even the embassy, how was the atmosphere? And then what were the questions that you went and before the visa interview, what preparation did you do?
So at this time, I had been to the embassy before. My first try, I got denied. So at this time, going to the embassy, I
So let's look at
wasn't
your first time.
okay.
Your first
My
time, how was the question? What were the questions? How did you answer them? And then
okay.
what was the experience?
My first experience was, I would say, was very. I was nervous, very nervous because that was my first time. And, you've heard a lot of news about U.S. embassy. I know we are in groups or WhatsApp groups where people go, oh, I met this officer, and he was rejecting or denying people. So with that news, it puts a little bit of fear in you. So frankly speaking, I was nervous, but I gathered courage to answer my questions. So I think the first question that the visa officer asked me was, why am I going to the US? Why am I going to the US? And I told him I'm going to the US to pursue my master's in economics at Ohio University in Ohio, Athens. Yeah, so that was, I think, the brief answer that I gave. Then he asked a follow-up questions that what would the program do for me? And I told him with this program, I'll gain knowledge in economics as well as the skill set needed to give me the advantage or competitive edge over my colleagues when I'm in the job market. So at least give me the skill set so that when I go to the job market, I'll get a competitive edge over my peers or colleagues, as well as help me pursue my future or my career dream or my career or future dream. And I think the last question that he asked me was, how am I going to fund my education? Because with that, I was having a deficit of $15,000. Yeah, $15,000. So which was huge. So he asked me, how am I going to fund my education? And I told him, um, I'll, I'll be funded by a family member, and that person is an uncle of mine. And think that's I told him what my uncle does, his work. I told him what he does, and he told me the unfortunate, oh, well, sorry, I can't grant you visa at this time.
Okay.
So you can reapply again.
So how did you go about the reapplication? Did you do it instantly and then look for dates, or you wait for next intake?
So I didn't do it instantly. So I had to wait for a
Next
new,
intake.
next
And then
intake.
reapply for some more schools.
Yeah, more schools. That's what I did. That's how I ended up in North Dakota.
Okay, so now let's come to the North Dakota where your visa was approved. So can you briefly tell us how you entered the next interview, how the things went, and then how you were able to answer the questions? And the questions, I mean, you can just give us the questions and not maybe the answers, or anyhow you want to go about it.
So, okay. With my prior experience at the U.S. Embassy, at this time, I wasn't nervous. I was just relaxed because I've already been there and I've seen how it is. So there's nothing new under the sun again to me. So I entered, I was calm. I was even calming other people because I saw one guy in front of me and he was very nervous. And I said, bro, just relax, everything will be fine. So this one advice I would give to those going for the first time is tensions in the room. So just feel relaxed. I know when you are outside the embassy, you see people talking, someone will come and tell a friend, I got denied. Someone will come and tell a friend I got my visa. So all these news, all these things that you hear, it puts fear in you. It puts fear in you because this is a huge investment that you are making into your life. It's a huge investment. The amount of CDs that you spent on it, the amount of time you could have used that time for something else, but you decided to use all your time, sacrifice your time into this thing. So it's a huge investment. I know it's a huge investment. People are spending over like let's say up to 10,000 Ghana cedis. Because my time, if I have to calculate how much I spend, even though I didn't spend it once, but if I'm to do the calculation, the application fees, the GRE that I wrote, even when you are sending your test score to the school, you have to pay some amount to send your test scores to the school. If I'm to combine everything, I'll exceed 10,000 at that time.
Okay, so now you going for North Dakota University. Okay, so let's know your experience because you have first one and now you're going for the second one. So how was the experience this time, and what were the questions that they asked you? How did you answer them?
Okay, so at this time, because I've already been to the embassy, this time I was very calm, and I think that they asked me, I think two or three questions. Even me personally, I answered the questions. So I compared the questions that I answered this time to the first one. If I'm to rank or grade myself, I would have graded myself higher for the first one than the second one. So he asked me, uh, why am I going to North Dakota State University? And I told him the reason I'm going to study, blah, 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 blah. And he asks, why this program? Why the agribusiness and applied economics program? So I gave him the answer. I told him with this, let me just probably chip in so that, I told him, if I remember, I told him, we know Ghana is an agricultural, is known for agriculture. So I used that opportunity. I leverage on that to tell him that my family, we are into agricultural business, and with this program, at least I'll gain the skill set how to manage the agribusiness well, so that
business.
so that when I come back home, at least with the skill set that I've gotten outside, I can manage the family business. So basically, that's what I told him. Yeah, and he asked me. He looked on my I-20, and he said yeah, he can see I have a huge funding. So how did I get the funding? And I told him I wrote the GRE, and I had a couple of interviews with the department toucher and program director, and they were very impressed with my application. So that's how come I ended up with this huge funding. Yeah. So that was all he asked me, and he said that the the word that everyone
It's looking
wants to
for.
hear. Yeah, is
Yeah,
looking
so
forward to it.
congratulations, your visa. I'm approving your visa. At that
Yeah.
point, what was the experience?
At that point, I was just shocked. Even
Yeah,
though I wasn't nervous, but at that point, I just kept quiet.
yeah,
And
yeah,
within me, I was saying, God, thank you.
yeah. Obviously, we have
God,
to be
thank
thankful
you.
to God at this moment. So
Yeah.
now your visa has been approved and you are going home. So when did you get your visa and
So
your visa and then your passport? What
so
time
I
and where?
okay. So I went for the interview on Friday, I think Friday. So I had to come back to the embassy the following week, which was I think Wednesday, to pick my passport.
Okay. So you have to stay
Yes.
in Accra to Wednesday or you went
Yeah,
back.
to Wednesday.
Okay,
And
okay,
fortunately for me, I was already working in Accra at that
okay.
time. I've moved from Kumasi, so I was already working in Accra at that time. So I had to go back home, and they posted my passport to DHL.
DHL office. So
Yeah, DHL
that's
office.
yeah.
Yeah.
You went
So
for DHL office in Accra for the
yeah,
collection of the passport.
yeah.
Okay. So tell me, when did you collect your passport and when was the school reopening dates? How did you arrange for the travel and how did you arrive?
Okay, with the travel, because I was coming in the spring, and I went for the visa interview around 20th. I think that 20th, that range of December. So everything was just close. So I had to call on friends to
Mhm.
help me with the flights.
Okay.
I called on everyone that I know, anyone I know who can help me,
Okay.
because I didn't have that money at that time. So
Mhm.
I called on everyone to help me, and unfortunately, I got help. And I had already have friends in the U.S., and I called them, bro, this is the situation. So what do you think I should come with? What, maybe
Flights.
foodstuffs, or
Mhm.
maybe clothes? Or so I asked them the things that, since they are already there, what do they think I should come with? And they told me the things that I need, yeah, how to prepare. Yeah, so with their help, the preparation was very easy for me with their
Okay.
help. So
That's great. So let's look at your advice for people who are going for the interview. General advice in 2 minutes. You can give us advice on people who are preparing for interview, what you think they should know, and how they should carry themselves on the D-Day.
okay, my first advice will be, this is a huge investment that you are making into your life. So you need to take it serious. Don't wait on someone to chase you for, let's say, a mock, or maybe help you with your application. You have to, if you have to stay over overnight, with maybe get midnight bundle, that, because that was what I was using, midnight bundle. Then I was still overnight, look for schools, send emails, prepare for my GRE. So it was a huge investment for me. if I'm to calculate the amount, even though I didn't spend everything at once, but if I'm to calculate everything that I spent, I would have crossed over 10,000 Ghana cedis. Yeah, so even though I didn't have that money at a go, but if I'm to add everything up, of course, like 10,000. So with this huge investment that you've made, and you going for the visa interview, you don't take it serious. Then my brother, my sister, I don't think you take anything serious again. Because if you're in Ghana and you spend like 10,000, you don't take it serious, then I don't think you take you are serious with your life. And this is a life-changing opportunity for you. So take it serious. You come to the US, you study. Even with the US degree alone, you have competitive edge over your colleagues at home. Yeah. And also, when going for the visa interview, I know you see people rejected, you see people getting approval and other stuffs. All these things, in one way or the other, affects your mentality or your demeanor, because you'll be thinking, with this huge investment that I've made, with this huge money that I've spent, application fee, blah, 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 if I go for the interview and I get denied, because you have to be optimistic and pessimistic as well. Think of the positive and the negative. But what I would say is that as human as we are, just try to stay focused. Don't let the surroundings intimidate you. Because outside the embassy, the surroundings is intimidating. You enter the visa room, the surrounding also is intimidating, because you hear, sorry, I can't approve your visa at this time. Your congratulations, your visa has been approved. So you'll be hearing people getting approved, hearing people getting denied. And that alone also creates some tension, put some fear in you. So just calm your nerves down. I know it's difficult to do, because to me, my first time wasn't easy, but our advice, calm your nerves down, just relax. And even if me being a Christian, even if you have a verse, a Bible verse, or maybe a song that you think you can, deep within you, you can be meditating on the song or maybe the verse to just sway your attention from the tension in the room. I think that would be good. Anything that you think you can do to let at least help you to stay calm, just do.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, thanks for this advice. I mean, it's a great honor to host you here. We are going to learn a lot from you in terms of how you did your application. So we want to closing remarks on study destination. Those who are watching us, what do you have to tell them, especially with this group? I know you are also you are helping us. What do you want to tell us?
So all I can say is those who have applied and gotten admission, congratulations to everyone. And those who are also in the process of getting admission, I'm praying that you also get that same good news. And those who have gotten admission and are yet to go for the visa interview, it's my prayer that you get approved. You get approved. And trust you, me. I know this a good opportunity, so don't take it for granted. Just make use of this opportunity and invest in yourself and in this opportunity. If you make it to the US, you know you will know that what I'm saying is I'm not lying. Even though life in the US is not easy, let me put it out first. It's not easy, but you see that at least if you have that, if you're able to manage yourself well, things will be easy for you. Yeah.
Thank you so much for honoring our invitation and then sharing with us your experience with the visa interview. If you have watched to this time, it means that you really like our content. I want you to write in the comment section and then say something to our friend who took his time to be with us today. Just say, something to encourage him, and we know that you too, you will make it. One day you will be with us and you share your testimony with us to also help others who want to make it in this journey. Okay, so thank you so much for being with us. This is Study Destination, your preferred mentorship program for study abroad. Thank you so much, and then see you in our next video.
Yeah, thank you for having me as well.
Thank you. Thank you.